My name is Jake Booz, and this story happened to me when I was 18 years old, eligible to post on the Shardy Underquote Award. That day, me and my father went to his friend called Guy Manson, who has recently moved to Nigarape region for his new job. There was a big lake near his house, so we could go fishing there and catch soyjack fish with wings. On the way there, I blasted soy music parodies through Bluetooth in the car speakers, and my father somehow tolerated it because he knew that I have autism spectrum disorder. When we arrived, though, he seemed tired for a reason incomprehensible to me, and despite my begging to take me fishing, he immediately went to the guest room to sleep. I was bored and tried to browse the Shardy and the soy brew, but since Nigarape region is in the middle of nowhere, I had no internet connection. I was thinking of other ways to entertain myself when Guy came to me and said he wanted to show me something. I was afraid that he wants to rape me, but instead of showing me his BWC, he showed me a whole-ass arcade machine. A small aside, since I'm an autist, I frequently get obsessed with shit nobody cares about, and at that time I was obsessed with old arcade games. So when I saw this, I couldn't believe my eyes. "Where did you get this?" I asked Guy. He said it was left over from the previous owners of the house. He didn't know much about them apart from the fact that they had a long-ass Pajit surname that I won't even attempt to pronounce. I asked if I could play on it, and he agreed, since he wasn't interested in it and never even turned it on. When Manson left, I immediately powered it on. I noticed that it smelled like curry and shit, but I chucked it off to the machine being old. And what can you expect from an object that was owned by Jeets? The screen lit up. First it showed text saying, "Best India Entertainment Present Yakutch," or, which made me GG, but I wasn't prepared for what was next. From the drawings of game characters on the machine and the logo on it, I knew that the game is Super Street Fighter 2. However, the logo that showed up on the screen read, Super Street Shitter 2. I immediately started jegging like Cobb's son, but had to shut up when I realized this could wake my father up. After some more loading, I could choose my character. I chose Vega, known as Balrog to Japs, because, when playing on emulators before, I found him the best to use. My first battle was with Ryu, whom I BTFO'd quite fast. Nothing out of the ordinary. Everything was fine when I was passing through other stages as well. Sure, I did lose a few times, but that was just the normal game process. After beating Blanka, I moved on to Maharaja's Palace, the stage where I would have to fight Dalsim. For those who don't know and didn't infer it already, this character is a Pajit. I knew he had attacks that can be hard to dodge, like the extending limbs and breathing fire, but I didn't worry about that, because when I played on an emulator before, it wasn't too difficult to beat him. The battle begun. He did a few extended limb attacks, but I jumped over them. He breathed fire that looked strangely like raps once or twice, and that did more damage, but my health was still higher than his. I striked him again, thinking that I will win a round very soon. That's when something strange happened. Instead of his usual attack, Dalsim crouched down slowly without trying to hit me. I saw this as a chance and decided to strike him, but it was as if I was hitting empty space. Dalsim received no damage. In the meantime, Dalsim took his shorts off and started shitting. I didn't know whether to laugh or be disturbed, but then Dalsim took Raisin into his hands and threw it at Vega. Even though I had more than half of my health, Vega died instantly. I lost the round. I didn't know what the fuck have I just witnessed. This certainly wasn't normal. I still decided to continue, Dobite. I wanted to use Vega again, but he wasn't in the character list. If a character dies in one round, he must still be available, but somehow this wasn't the case. That was sad, but I had no choice. I decided to use Bison, since even though I wasn't acquainted with him so much, he still had powerful attacks. The second round started. This time, even more inexplainable things happened. Firstly, Vega, who I previously lost, was on the enemy's side, and secondly, he didn't look the same as before. He had black hair and brown skin, just like a Pajit. I wasn't prepared to fight two enemies at once, but I had to try. My health was decreasing as both Dalsim and Vega hit me again and again. When I thought I had a chance since I used a combination of buttons for a special attack, both Dalsim and Vega started shitting at the same time. Unlike before, the shitting animation was somehow more detailed, as if I was looking at it from a computer screen and not from an old arcade machine screen. Flies appeared around the shit, and, to my horror, I realized they are Jardy flies. I thought the enemies would throw Raisin at me, but, even worse, they started eating it. Even though it was just an animation, I was disgusted, as if I was watching, whatever health they lost through my special attack was regained after they finished eating poop. Then, instead of throwing the poop, Vega and Dawson pushed him, Bison into the pile they shat out. He died, but as he was falling to the ground, I noticed his skin becoming the same color as the shit. After dying twice, I was supposed to lose the battle, but somehow I had a chance to fight again. Out of desperation, I chose Cammy. I didn't really know how to operate her, but some of her attacks could be useful. That was yet another mistake. When the round started, the enemies, who now included a Pidgeot version of Bison, didn't attack. Instead, they started moving towards Cammy very slowly. I tried to move, but my joystick wasn't working. I started hitting all buttons in shock, but Cammy kept standing in place while the three Jeets walked to her. The music stopped, and then came back, but it wasn't the same anymore. A distorted Indian song started playing, making my clitty leak in horror. The Pidgeots walked up to Cammy, and then, I still can't think about it without shuddering. They grabbed her with their greasy, raisin-covered obese hands, and started raping her with their 0.0000001 micrometer TVPS. It was absolutely fucking disgusting. The animation became even more detailed, as if I was watching real people, and, worst of all, I could hear Cammy's screams. It wasn't voice acting. Only a real person who is actually being raped could yell like this in pain and anguish. While this happened, the Jeets were laughing and yelling something in Hindi while rapping so much I could almost smell it. I couldn't look at this anymore and covered my eyes and ears. When I opened them, Cammy was already dead. Before the screen went black, all three Jeets took a massive shit on her corpse. By then I decided I have had enough of it. I tried to quit the game, but all controls weren't working again. I thought another round would start, but instead words showed on the screen with an ESL voice with a thick accent reading them. They said, "It's over Kumskin Timicel. India is white Yakuch or India gods is our true Aryans because there's Muma FUC.K.Ed by many. India are wand. Eat cow dung and Pupu is wand. Kumskin lost because they is are obsessed with US Indigods. India cads is will to of being colonized the world. And you is next." The last thing I saw before fainting was a Vanta brown hand reaching out of the screen, as if it was emerging out of water, and behind that hand was the fattest, blackest, stinkiest Jeetroach I have ever seen. His teeth were yellow like piss from drinking cow urine. Crumbs of dried shit stuck to his mustache. He was smiling like a schizo who wanted to rape me, because he probably did. I screamed until I passed out from the overwhelming stench of rotten cow feces. When I woke up, my father and his friend told me that I got electrocuted when I was fiddling around with the machine. I told them about everything I have seen while I was playing Super Street Shitter 2, but they said I just experienced hallucinations and there definitely were no Jeets in the room. But I don't believe them. First of all, the room stank of shit when I woke up, and I definitely didn't shit myself. Secondly, my ass hurt, meaning that I was raped by the PUBG. And, lastly, the machine disappeared without a trace, only leaving a pile of cow dung behind. And if it disappeared, that means it may reappear somewhere else. So, here is my warning. Never play Super Street Shitter 2, because you will be raped at best and be sacrificed to Hindu shit gods on a pile of cow dung at best.